number of zeros of the given polynomial and also find the values here. Zero of the polynomial means it is the value of x for which the polynomial becomes zero. If you substitute x value, that value, then this answer will get 0. So 0 of the polynomial is the value of x for which the given polynomial becomes 0. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 and find out x value. 2x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus half. So 0 of the polynomial is of the polynomial is equal to, answer is minus 1/2. So 0 of the polynomial means it is the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 and find out x value. This x value is called 0 of the polynomial. Second one, qy is equal to y square minus 1. 0 of the polynomial means it is the value of this variable, value of y, for which the polynomial becomes 0. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0. Y square minus 1 you equate to 0. Y square is equal to minus 1 will become plus 1. So y square is equal to plus 1 means y is equal to plus or minus root 1. So y value is plus or minus 1. So 0 of the polynomial is, here two values we got 1 minus 1. Next, third one, P of z is equal to z cube. 0 of the polynomial means it is the value of this z for which polynomial becomes 0. To get the 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0. Z cube is equal to 0 means z value is 0 only. Therefore, 0 of the polynomial answer is 0. Let us start exercise 3.2. Find the 0 of the polynomials given below. Find the 0 of the polynomials given below. Number one, first one, P of x is equal to 3x. P of x is equal to 3x. Here x is the variable. 0 of the polynomial means it is the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 first. 3x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 by 3, that is x value is 0. So this x value is called 0 of the polynomial. So 0 of the polynomial is equal to, answer is 0. Second one, p of x is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Now we have to find the value of x for which this is 0. This polynomial is 0. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 first. X square plus 5x plus 6 is 0. Now we should factorize. In factorization, last term should be multiplied with the first term, 6x square. Divide this 6x square into 2 factors. On adding the 2 factors, we have to get the middle term, that is 3x, 2x. If you add, it is 5x. If you multiply, it is 6x square. So in place of 5x, you write 2x plus 3x plus 6. Now here you take x common, x plus 2 will get. In these two we can take 3 common, x plus 2. Now x plus 2 is common in both, so x plus 2 you take it out into x plus 3. Product of two numbers 0, either first one is 0 or second one is 0. So we will get x value minus 2, here we will get x value minus 3. These two x values are called 0 of the polynomial. So 0 of the polynomial is equal to, answer is minus 2, minus 3. Third bit, x plus 2 into x plus 3, the same problem is given again. First we have to suppose the given polynomial as p of x, that is x plus 2 into x plus 3. To find 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 first. X plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. Product of two numbers 0, either first one is 0 or second one is 0. So x plus 2 is 0 or x plus 3 is 0. X value is minus 2 or x value is minus 3. These are the two values for x. Therefore, 0 of the polynomial p of x is equal to, answer is minus 2 minus 3. Fourth one, x square minus 16. The given polynomial you suppose as p of x first. So p of x is equal to x square minus 16. To get 0 of the polynomial, equate the polynomial to 0 first. So x square minus 16 is 0. X square is equal to minus 16 will become plus 16. X is equal to plus or minus root 16. That is x value is plus or minus 4. So we have two values for x. So 0 of the polynomial p of x is equal to plus 4 and minus 4. Right, fourth problem. Y 1 by 4 and minus 1 are the zeros of the polynomial. Y 1 by 4 and minus 1 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x plus 1. Four x square plus 3x minus 1. The given polynomial is 4x square plus 3x minus 1. So here we have to check why 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial. If we substitute x is equal to 1 by 4, put x is equal to 1 by 4, 4 into 1 by 4 whole square plus 3 into 1 by 4 minus 1. 4 into 1 by 4 whole square is 1 by 16. This is 3 by 4 minus 1. 4 4s are. So we will get 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 1. Here LCM is 4. 1 plus 3. 4 into 1 is 4. So 1 plus 3 is 4 minus 4 by 4. That is 0 by 4. 0 by anything is 0. On substituting x is equal to 1 by 4, we got 0 answer. Therefore 1 by 4 is called 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, you have to check with minus 1. So P of minus 1. 4 into minus 1 whole square plus 3 into minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 whole square is 1. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. This is 4. This is minus 4. We will get 0. So on substituting x is equal to 1 by 4 and x is equal to minus 1, we got 0 answer. Therefore, conclusion is 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial. Let us consider a polynomial P of x, ax square plus bx plus c. This is a second degree expression. Highest power of x is 2. It is a second degree expression. Every second degree expression represents a curve in the graph. If you draw the graph of this ax square plus bx plus c quadratic expression, we will get a curve. So every second degree expression represents a curve in the graph sheet. So ax square plus bx plus c is the general form of a quadratic expression and it is representing one curve. We have three types of curves. One is the curve doesn't cut x-axis, like this the curve may be. Next, the curve is cutting x-axis at 2 points. Next, the curve cuts x-axis at only 1 point. Like this, every second degree expression represents a curve. These curves are three types. The curve doesn't cut x-axis at any point. The curve is cutting x-axis at 2 points. The curve is cutting x-axis at only 1 point. Before we draw the graph, we should know whether the curve is cutting x-axis or not. If the curve is cutting x-axis, at how many points it is cutting? Is it cutting at 1 point or 2 points? Or the curve is not cutting x-axis at any point. So this information we should know before we do the graph only. So ax square plus bx plus c, this is the general form of a quadratic expression which is representing a curve in the graph. In this ax square plus bx plus c, this b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. This b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of the quadratic equation. It is represented by delta. So first we have to find b square minus 4ac value. This b square minus 4ac we have to find first. If you get b square minus 4ac a negative number, if you get b square minus 4ac value a minus number, negative number, then it indicates that the curve is not cutting x-axis at any point. The graph will be like this. If you find b square minus 4ac and if it is a negative number, the curve nature of the curve is like this. If you get b square minus 4ac a positive number, then the curve is cutting x-axis at 2 points. If you get b square minus 4ac 0 answer, then the curve is cutting x-axis at only 1 point. Like this, before we do the graph, we should have an idea about the graph. Then making the graph will become easy. So ax square plus bx plus c, this is called a quadratic expression. Second degree equation it is. Second degree expression is called quadratic expression. It represents a curve. So first we have to find discriminant value, that is b square minus 4ac. If you get b square minus 4ac a positive number, then it indicates that the curve is cutting x-axis at 2 points. If b square minus 4ac is 0, then the curve is cutting x-axis at only 1 point. If b square minus 4ac less than 0, then the curve doesn't cut x-axis at any point. Like this, we can conclude about nature of the graph by finding b square minus 4ac. Now, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then it indicates that 0 of the polynomial, that is value of x, that is called 0 of the polynomial, is real number and different numbers. If you get b square minus 4ac a positive number, then the quadratic expression has 2 zeros, and those 2 zeros, that is the values of x, are real and different. If you get b square minus 4ac is 0, then the value of x are real and equal numbers. That is, 0 of the polynomial are equal. Two values will get equal. If you get b square minus 4ac a negative number, then it indicates that roots are, that is values of x are not real. That means we cannot find value of x by using the graph. They are not real numbers, they are imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers we cannot get from the graph, so they are not real numbers. So every second degree expression represents a curve in the graph ax square plus bx plus c. This is called general form of a quadratic expression. It represents a curve. There are 3 types of curves. This name of the curve is called a parabola. First, the curve doesn't cut x-axis at any point, or the curve may cutting x-axis at 2 points, or the curve is cutting x-axis at only 1 point. So these are the 3 types of curves. We may get any one curve in the graph. So before we do the graph, we should have an idea about the graph. That is the reason we are finding b square minus 4ac, that is discriminant value we have to find. If you get b square minus 4ac value a positive number, then the curve is cutting x-axis at 2 points. That is, 0 of the polynomial, that is value of the x are real and different. If you get b square minus 4ac 0 answer, then it indicates that the curve is cutting x-axis at only 1 point. That is, the value of x, that is 0 of the polynomial, are real and equal. If you get b square minus 4ac a negative number, then it indicates that the curve is not cutting x-axis at any point. Therefore, the roots are imaginary, that means they are not real. We cannot get the value of x by using the graph because they are not real numbers. So using the graph, we will get only real numbers. If it is not real, we cannot get from the graph.